So how do you qualify for a meet? So a swimmer who has never qualified for an event, as I mentioned earlier, will have or has been disqualified, has no time or NT for that event. A swimmer must swim an event at a sanctioned meet for the time to be official. A personal best or PBs, their best time if a swimmer has achieved a best time. And a swimmer's entry time for a meet will be their personal best. The only, I guess, exception for that is some of the meets they require qualifying times within a certain period of time. For example, you can only have use a qualifying time from the past year, but that would typically be for more senior level events. So where do you find your swimmers' official times? You can find them at swimrankings.net. Then you click on the athletes tab on the left and you enter your swimmers' info. You'll then get a list of all their best times in every event and all their official results in them. So time standards. In New Brunswick, we have B, A, and AA time standards. Each province has its own set of time standards, as well as there's some national time standards to qualify for national meets. And they're based on the swimmer's age. New Brunswick time standards are posted on our website, that the Team Unify website, under swimmer info. I think it's the top tab, top link right now in the swimmer info tab. As your swimmer matures, their best stroke and distance might change. So this is why coaches get swimmers to swim different events all the time. So just because your swimmer, when they were 12 years old, just because they had AA times doesn't mean when they turn 13 and 14 that they'll still have AA times, or maybe as they grow, they might suddenly start getting AA times. My point here is as your swimmer advances through different age groups, you need to continue checking to see if they've reached the standard for the next age group. And I'll show you how that works in a moment. The idea with swimming multiple events is really the swimmers shouldn't really specialize too much until they have some physical maturation. As I said earlier, their best stroke might change as their body changes and they continue to physically mature. Time standards are great for goal setting, and they should be used for a swimmer. But while improvement is great, it's not a prerequisite to be able to go to swim meets. Sometimes people don't get best times for 6 months, and then all of a sudden they'll get best times in every event. Something just clicks, or they go on a bit of a growth spurt. So for a bit of a swim rankings demo, I've gone to Google and I've typed swim rankings in the search bar, and I have swimrankings.net that's come up. When I get to that site, there's all sorts of information here, but what I'm going to demo is you can go to the athletes and then search, and you can search for your child in here, and they'll come up from a searchable list. I'll search for Summer McIntosh. And her best times come up. So a couple things I want to note here. You can make sure it's the right swimmer, birth date and so on and so forth. But you can see that 50 freestyle is here twice. One is the 50-meter long course time, and the other is the short course time. So you can see all of the events. These are the events that she has official times in. So these are all the official times, and lots of neat information here. If you click on this actual event, it'll show the progression of her times over time, long course and short course. And then if you click on an event, the time for an event, for example, I'll pick this 1500 free, you can see all of her splits from that event. So these are the splits, for the first 100 meters, she won a 101, and then so on and so forth as you go through the list. Then you can see that person's ranking in the province, so all time and season. and their ranking in Canada. So if you're looking at one of our swimmers, for example, they're registered in New Brunswick, so you'd see their current and all-time ranking in the province of New Brunswick and on their swim team. So there's lots of pretty neat information, but this is where you can look up your swimmer's current best times, and it works pretty well. So qualifying for a swim meet, I just wanted to run through an example. If I had a 12-year-old daughter and I want to see if she has a B time in 100 free or 200 free, I look up her time and swim rankings, as I showed a little earlier, paying attention to the difference between long course and short course, 50 meters and 25 meters, and I compare it to the table. So I'm going to look at this table, and this is the one that's posted on our website for the standards. She's a female, so I look at the female side of this sheet. And then she's 12 years old, so I look at the 12-year-old column. And then it's the 100 free that I'm interested in. So there's the 100 free here. You can see the stroke is here, free and back. The 100 free is there. And then I want to know if she has a B time. So within the B time, I look at that row. Similarly, if I wanted to look at the 200 free, I'd look at the 200. Again, it's within the freestyle grouping. You can see the back down below in this table. It's within the freestyle grouping, 200, and again, there's the B. So it's the intersection of these two boxes. In this case, it's 3 minutes and 14 seconds. So if her time from swim rankings is faster than 3 minutes and 14 seconds, then she has achieved a B time.